What's up, everybody? All right, I did a little bit of volunteering today for the holidays. We're kind of like sorting some food and clothing and toys out. So while we were sorting this out, something had happened that I ended up bringing up in one of the last conferences that I did. And I think that this is really important, and I'm going to detail this in a later video. I just kind of want to put a seed into your brains with this idea. Is we were kind of like sorting through the clothing, and somebody else that was volunteering was like, "Do you guys want me to play music?" Sure. And she asked me, "What do I like?" She was like, "What do you like?" And I just turned to her and I said, "I'm gonna say what everybody says and just everything, right?" And the reason that sparked why I'm doing this video was I brought this up to a class in Los Angeles. And it was a really interesting topic because so many people say everything. And what we were really getting down to is if you were to market, in this specific case, in this specific class, was an artist that was somewhat along the lines of Erykah Badu. If you were to market her on Facebook, that particular artist, it would never make its way to me just because of my interactions and the way that Facebook would kind of track what I'm consuming would not match with that particular type of music, which I also find crazy because Erykah Badu is definitely up there, one of the top on my list. Just on my Facebook and on my Instagram, it's just that's not an avenue that I go consume. So the reason this started, that I want to do a deeper dive into this concept, but I want you guys to kind of consider this was going along the lines of us trying to find other ways to push out our music. What I mean by that is I'll do every now and then if I'm traveling, like I'll do like a night out in Amsterdam. So it's kind of like ends up being like a travel video. Then I'll put one of my songs in and just put like, whichever one of my bands, and then in the song title, that I could take that content and push that towards either travelers, travel bloggers, or people that live in the Netherlands rather than just Amsterdam, just because it's so small. But so that being, if I were to just push it towards people that like, and I could still do people that like that specific kind of music, right? So now you have like two sides of the same coin. So people are getting it that are into that specific genre, sound alike artists, but people are also getting it on another edge. The reason that I do think that is valuable is people online, even though they may quote unquote like or follow a whole bunch of different pages, it's really more about what they're interacting with rather than just what they like. So you still might want to reach me. I mean, you might like, if you're in some sort of a punk or like reggae or heavy blues band, that's going to make its way to me. And the reason is because I'm in a band that is a heavy blues band, and I'm in a band that is like, we play a lot of reggae, we play a lot of punk, we do even like some ska stuff, so that would make its way to me, right? And I'm just not interacting because that's what I'm interacting with musically. So now when I'm not interacting musically, I'm interacting with some travel stuff. I might be looking up, I don't even know, like some how-to videos of something that you are super into. So these are other ways to think about putting your music out there where you're not just always thinking like, all right, I play, I'm a singer-songwriter from Los Angeles that likes Taylor Swift. So I'm going to market after Taylor Swift, which we already talked about is not the best idea because anyone interacting or liking or following Taylor Swift may not actually be interacting with her, right? It's just that, like I bring up the example, my mom may have gone on Facebook and liked Taylor Swift because she was on The Voice one night and like seemed like a very nice, woman, which she does appear to be. So that could be my mom's reasoning. Now, if you market your music to my mom, she's not interested in consuming new music, so she would brush right by it. But for a metalhead somewhere, in Norway, and you took a trip to Norway and you put your song in there, just because they like metal doesn't mean that that's the only thing that they like, but they still might interact and kind of digest it. And the reason, I'm going to sum up the video by saying, the reason that is so important is so they're not completely getting bombarded by the same genre of music, and in the same way. So and I know if I were to get not just a band that says like, hey Philly, because that's where I currently reside, hey Philly, we're coming through and playing at the TLA or the World Cafe, that's how we're getting marketed to in Philadelphia. But it might be a little bit more interesting to do like, hey Philly, we love your city, we had a great time walking around, and then they kind of do like a quick like montage video of them walking around. Then there's actually no selling point, and it's just rapport building. Shit, I shouldn't have given that the fuck away. Now I'm thinking like, man, if I plan a tour and I do a walk around in every single city, and then I take each one of those videos and push each one of those to that city and 20 miles radius, that those will do way better because there is no selling, it's only rapport building, and I'm able to pick up music fans, general music fans in each one of those cities. All right, there it is. If you guys could do that rather than just coming up with like an ice cream flavor and just selling vanilla, right? You guys, if you go to an ice cream shop, there's a whole ton of flavors, and that's why, because everybody likes something different. So as you're pushing your music out, not everybody is just going to respond to, hey guys, we're this band, this is awesome. If you guys can find what they're super interested in, that is going to be an edge that I want you guys to start thinking about. Mine, of course, like I brought up, was travel. But all right, I hope that was a cool rant. I don't know. I've been up since like 4, so it's been a while. And I got my coffee in hand, so sometimes that makes me a little crazy. All right, guys, I love you. Hope that helped. I'll talk to you guys soon.